I mean, basically, there's no chance that this won't be our best podcast ever.
No chance.
Zero chance. This is our best one yet, right here.
Oh, dude! Actually, I was looking at our numbers today, and I was like, "Whoa!" All of a sudden, people started listening to our podcast. Like we had like over 150 listens on the last episode.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, "Wow!" All of a sudden, people care about us again.
So if somebody was new to the podcast, right? Would you
Yeah.
tell them, "Oh no, dude, you need to start from the beginning," or would you tell them like, doesn't really matter?
Oh no! I just say pick it up wherever you want. You might want to go back and you could go back and listen to some ridiculousness, but you're not gonna. It's not like it's detrimental to finding out where we're at in this podcast. You know what I mean? Like,
have you listened to any of the old episodes? Have you like gone back and listened to like any of the first or second ones, or like
no,
10 episodes ago? Because what is 31?
This is episode 31, and no, I have
Yeah.
not. I have not gone back and listened.
I'm afraid to.
I'm curious. I was actually looking because we were joking the other day how we peaked at like episode 2 or something. And
we did.
It was actually episode 3 where we peaked. That's still our most listened to episode.
Now you want me to look at this? Our podcast.
No.
That's great, man. Congrats on your podcast, bro. This is going really well.
We're doing great. We're doing really well. 31 episodes in. No, but
though I will say though, our first 2 episodes have like 170 something plays, and then it's like the third episode has 100. So it was like, most people were like, well, maybe they're just not an urgency to our podcast. Like oh no, if I don't listen to the jointery this week, I'm gonna oh, I have a visitor. Hold on. Yes.
All right.
What? Yeah, go for it. Have fun. Okay. I love you too. My daughter asked if she could watch something on TV, which is great because it means she won't bother me for the next hour. Yeah, just don't go to the channels Dad watches. You're fine.
Yeah, yeah. No, Debbie and I always joke around that our podcast isn't necessarily time concerned. You know what I mean? There's no like you don't have to listen to it like right now. You know what I mean? You can listen to it months from now, and it would still be whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's not like it's not time sensitive.
Yeah, I mean there is an argument that to be made that it's probably better not to listen to it right away because like sometimes we do talk about like movies or like TV shows that we're watching. Like this gives people an extra chance to get to that stuff.
That's true. And I haven't, and you probably noticed I haven't brought up Obi-Wan because I'm still behind. I'm like 2 episodes behind on it, and I haven't had a chance.
Lord,
I know I haven't had a chance to catch up. I haven't had a chance. I'm
gonna do that.
I'm gonna try and do that today. But
dude, I know. God,
I know.
I've been knee deep in Stranger Things, man.
Oh, geez, I've heard good things about that this season. I just haven't watched it.
This season is so far. I think it's the best season yet. It's just so good, but the episodes are really long. I mean, like each episode's like an hour and 20 to an hour and 40 minutes.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
And the finale is 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna try to bust out that finale tonight.
I like how they do that these days. How like they're not sitting to time constraints and stuff like that. Like, and do you also enjoy the 8 episodes a season as opposed to 24 episodes a season? Do you like that?
Yes, because like when you only have like 8 or 10 episodes, like I think anywhere between, usually if it's 8, I'm left wanting a little bit more, which is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
And if it's like 13, I'm usually like, yeah, that was good. I like it because like they got to get through the plot quicker. Like they got to get through the story a little bit quicker. There's none of that. Like there's no time to be like, let's add some fluff in here.
Filler episodes. There's no more filler episodes. There's no time.
Even with like an 8 episode season, there's still filler episodes too sometimes, which is crazy to me.
Well, actually, no, that's true because we even talked about that with what was it, Mandalorian? Was it Mandalorian? There was a couple, or Boba Fett. It might have been Boba Fett. One of the two. There was a couple of filler episodes,
Yeah. I'll tell you
and
with this Stranger Things though, bro. Whoo, baby. Like there is no filler episodes. And pretty much from episode 1, you're like every character in the show, you're like, "Up, you're fucked. You're fucked. Nope, you are so fucked. You are double fucked. Oh, that situation you just got out of, you just made things worse. You're extra fucked now." So, and then this last episode, I'm like, wait, you're no longer fucked. You're just super stupid. Got it. Like,
have you caught on? We both started watching The Boys this season. Are you finished with that, or are you still midway through? Because last time I
uh,
checked, you weren't all the way through it yet.
I'm like an episode or maybe 2 behind, only because like Jackie doesn't like watching that show because it's so
Yeah.
bloody, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
usually I'll watch it later, and I'm so high watching it that like I passed out there. Whatever episode I watched last, I know I watched it like 10 minutes in and passed out, and was
Yeah.
like 40 minutes in. So I was like, all right, let me start it over, and then I passed out again. So I was like, okay, well, I was like,
You
tonight's
gotta
not the night for this.
yeah. No, I've been enjoying that. That's a great. This season's been just so violent, and so just over the top, dude. It's just it's been really good. If you guys are into superhero stuff, but with a twist, you guys check out The Boys. It's
I mean,
on
look,
Amazon.
I don't think I'm ruining anything by this, but that episode, the Hero Gasm one, right?
Oh, jeez.
They said they ran out of fake jizz.
Oh,
What? Like, yeah, like apparently they bought like all that they could, like, or bought or made or whatever, like
yeah, yeah.
more than they thought they would ever need, and they still ran out of it. They're like, how did we run out of fake splooge? And I was just
Oh,
like thinking to
dude.
myself, like, how many splooge towels were on that set that day? I'm like, oh god. Like, and whose job was
Uh,
it to clean it all up? Like, okay, Jimmy, that's a wrap. Jimmy, get your bucket.
oh
Let's
God,
reset that take.
poor Jimmy. It's just not good.
There's always some dude
Uh,
named Jimmy who has to do work like that.
yeah.
It's like that's. Oh wait, no. You ever see? It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
I've seen it. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's Charlie work.
Yeah,
That's
Charlie
Charlie
work.
work, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Charlie,
Um,
clean up all that fake jizz.
what's another thing I'm watching? Oh, Debbie and I we're behind, but we're getting into Yellowstone. Have you got into that show yet?
Uh,
Doesn't really seem up your alley per se, but
why is it? Because it's in the woods.
it's just cowboys and I don't know. You don't
Oh,
see it's just it takes place in Montana, on a ranch. I don't know. It doesn't seem your style.
I don't usually like going back in time and things I like to watch. I like futuristic stuff. So
Got
like
you. Yeah. Okay.
you know that said though, I mean I do enjoy a western.
I mean,
Um,
it's not a western in the sense that it takes place back in the 1885 or anything. It's just
yeah.
it takes place in 2003, I think, or 2012 or something. Whenever the year is when it's happening, but
Is that when it?
it's
Oh,
in
okay.
Montana. It takes place in Montana on a ranch. It's all cowboys and but the storyline is great. I mean, it's a fucking incredible show. Kevin Costner is the main dude, the dad, and it's got just a bunch of other great actors in it. But it's awesome. We've been really enjoying it. We're 2 seasons in, and
Hmm.
it's pretty good. So just another recommendation on my part. Check out Yellowstone. I know it's like there's 4 seasons, I believe, and
Yeah.
it started in 2008 or 12 or so. I don't know. Started a while ago.
I wonder if Kevin Costner. Whoa, jeez! I just burped into the mic. It smelled like old potato salad. Uh,
Oh, speaking of potato salad, I got to ask
I,
you about that. It's a good question.
oh yeah.
Um,
For the 4th of July eats portion, we'll get back to
yes, yes, exactly. Anyways,
that.
go on.
Yeah, because we got to dedicate a huge section of this. What? How many minutes are we in? 10 minutes? Okay, yeah. Like once we're like 15 minutes in, let's just spend the rest of the time talking about food. Um, yeah. So I just got distracted. What would you ask me?
Oh, Kevin Costner. You were saying
Oh,
something
right,
about
right,
Kevin
yeah.
Costner.
Like I think a lot like about actors, and you think like for like modern actors that are still alive, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Is Kevin Costner spent more time on film riding horses than any other actor?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because
He
Clint Eastwood isn't dead, right?
no, I was
But
gonna say Clint Eastwood's probably up there too.
he is old. So like like who else has ridden that much? Like I know like
Yeah,
I know
I'm
Tom
gonna have
Cruise has ridden some horses.
he's not a horse guy though. Um, I'm definitely I'm definitely thinking Eastwood.
Jamie,
I'm going Eastwood on this one. I
yeah, I
think
mean, there's no way for us to check this. Not like I
no,
have an
there's no.
article queued up of like actors who've ridden horses the longest.
I'm just trying to think of westerns, and I'm pretty sure Eastwood's probably done the most current westerns. You know what I mean? From way back in his prime, from the good, the bad, and the ugly, all the way up to he did the one most recently where he was like an old
Yeah,
man on a horse, which is pretty much all his movies. But
yeah. He probably had a favorite horse for like a few movies. Like, oh, you got
uh,
muffins over there. We gotta get muffins back in the scene.
prior to him though, I'm assuming it was like what
Oh, there's a
John
whole list
Wayne.
of them. Yeah.
I mean, John Wayne did probably the most freaking westerns back in the day.
So I would like there if there was like a database, right, where you could get all kinds of information like this, like actors who spent most time on boats in film, or like actors who like ridden the most amount of motorcycles, or who shot the most people.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
think about that. Like who is like straight up shot the most people in a movie? I mean, like John Wick, he spent most of his time shooting people in the face. So like,
yeah. Charles Bronson, he did a lot of those Delta movies back in the day. He shot a lot
yeah,
of people. Uh, Clint Eastwood again. Clint Eastwood
I mean,
shot a lot of people.
Bruce Willis has shot a lot of people.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
you know.
It's so sad to hear about Bruce Willis. By the way, side note, how he's not acting anymore. It's
Oh,
horrible.
really?
Oh yeah, he's got some sort of disease where he's not acting anymore, and it's horrible. I don't remember what the disease is, but he's done. He's retired from acting.
Oh,
Um,
it's not like something he could come back from.
I don't think so. Or just fucking dumbass. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Um,
Um,
did you see the new movie Maverick?
I haven't seen it yet. Still, I'm dying to go fucking see it, and I just haven't seen it yet.
Dude,
We
you got to
haven't.
see it in the movie. You got to see it in the movie
I
theater. You got
know,
to.
but we got kids, dude. So it's like when's it like? Um, oh, it's aphasia.
I don't know what that.
Aphasia. It's
I don't
a
know what that
brain. It's
is.
a brain. It's like, um, yeah, it's a brain deteriorating. Brain tissue deteriorates with age, and so he's just, yeah, man. He's just not good anymore.
That's sad.
Yeah, it's really sad. It's really sad, man, because he's one of my favorites of all time by
Yeah.
far.
Who else is
Um,
on your favorites list? What three actors would you like to have a drink with? Like if it's just the four of you all go out drinking, who are the three actors?
Harrison Ford.
Oh, that's
Um,
interesting. He
uh,
would be most likely not wanting to be there, by
yeah,
the
well,
way.
no, definitely. Have I told you? Did I tell you my Harrison Ford story?
I spoke a lot of
I
weed,
don't
so
know
go
if I
ahead,
I
tell it.
don't know if I've told you this story on the podcast, and maybe I did, but God, this is the point where we start repeating stories. 31 episodes in, or potentially repeating stories.
Nobody listens to all of them anyway, so it doesn't really matter, bro.
Yeah. So I got to meet Harrison Ford at. I think I did tell this story. I don't remember though. I told you this story. I think I off the air maybe, but um. So when I was working at the bar back in the day when I was doing bouncing and
Uh
managing the
huh.
bar, I met a guy who owns a security company. Him and his family own a private security company, and they do private security for big events like the Aviation Awards, which is takes place every
Hmm.
year at the Beverly Hills Hilton. It's basically all the top people in the aviation world, actors, rich fucking people, astronauts. They all get together and have these like award ceremony, right? Where they basically just like give out like you know stupid fucking life appreciation awards and stuff like that. It's just a reason for them all to get
Yeah, it's
together and have dinner and drinks and shake each other's hands and whatnot once a year. And this year, or not this year, the year I went, I was asked to be security for the backstage area, and so we got each assigned a different top person, like a top level
yeah, yeah.
actor, astronaut, something like that. And I got to basically walk around and host and be his private security for Harrison Ford for the whole night, dude. So I got to walk
Oh
around with.
man. So you did get to wait. So he's on your list of 4 people, even though or 3 people, even though you've already hung out with him. You want to hang out
Because
with him again?
I didn't get a chance to really talk to him. You know what I mean? I was just basically there with him. You know what I mean? I was 5 feet away from him at all times. His wife was Clarista. I never
Ellie
say her
McBeal.
name. Yeah,
Just say Ellen McBeal.
Allie
That's
McBeal,
right.
Clarista Flockhart. It
Yeah.
was there with him, and they were dude, they were like arguing like halfway through the night, like the two of them. I got to like walk with them everywhere basically. So I'm like backstage with them. I'm like they got escorted up to the so basically at this event it was Harrison Ford, it was fucking Kurt Russell, it was John Travolta, it was um Morgan Freeman. It was, and I think a few other actors, but those like top 5 guys were like sitting there together backstage at one point, all kind of huddled together in a group. And I was like
Mhm.
literally like 7 feet away from them. And I was just out of ear range, dude. But I would have loved to have been able to hear like what those guys were talking about. You know what I mean? Like those 5 guys, like they're probably all like discussing like their favorite airplane thing or something. I don't know, but
Their
uh,
favorite VIP service in Europe.
yeah. Which jet service do you like to use?
Yeah.
But no,
No,
it
they
was
were talking about how the security at the event sucked.
Harrison's like, this guy will not leave me alone. He's
Dude,
all
he just
over me.
he keeps staring at me. Like I gotta keep. I feel like I should tell him I'm not Han Solo.
Oh, so that quick side note: Han Solo. Which are you a bigger fan of Harrison's work? Are you a bigger fan of Han? Well, this is a stupid question for you. You're a Star Wars guy. Han Solo or Indiana Jones?
I mean, obviously,
You're going Han. I know.
I'm
I
going
know.
Han Solo, but because he flies the Millennium Falcon, which, like, honestly, in terms of like vehicles actors have gotten to fly, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
that, or gotten to drive in, like the Millennium Falcon is number one. I mean, I don't know what else. Like, if I
Uh,
could roll up, like
is it?
if I
Is
come
it?
out to California and I could roll up to your house in anything, the Millennium Falcon would be pretty fucking cool. I'd land right on your neighbor's house.
Well, good because it's not going to be
Like,
there. So there'll be plenty of room for it.
I'd aim for the cul-de-sac and then I'd just shift over and pancake the house.
That's a good topic, though. We should talk about epic movie vehicles. We'll come back
We
to that real quick because there's
okay.
something else, or not just movie. It could be TV as well because I have one for you that I think that you might go like, oh, that one would be cool. And
Yeah.
well, let's just do it now because we're in the middle of it. I'm saying
Yeah.
a team van.
Dude, that's
Would
on my list too.
That's got to be there.
Fuck
That's got to be there,
yes.
bro. If you could pull up in either the Millennium Falcon or the A Team van, one of the two. I mean, let's be honest, that would be pretty epic either way.
Dude, if I rolled up in the A-Team van, I would drive through every one of your neighbors' front yards and then spin out into yours into the driveway. Like,
Throw the back doors open. Somebody's got to be hanging out the back, ready to pull me in.
oh yeah, dude. Like there was a time in my life, right, when like I was making good money and I was single and I was sitting there and I was contemplating like, can I get away with my next car purchase being an 18 van, right? And I went and I looked at these vans and I was like, okay, so like the vans are like 10 G's. I'm like, it's probably gonna cost me another 15 G's to get it painted and like put seats in it, and
And
like
you got to get the suspension right because the back end's got to be a little higher than the front end. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's got to be lifted correctly.
and you got to get the spoiler on there, and you got to get the
Yep.
grill, and then you got to have that cool gray interior that it had, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. And those
You
you
know,
got to find those specific rims too. Those star
oh
pattern rims. Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm like that would definitely be on my list.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh god. But
The
yeah. So, anyways,
the
back
other one
to our.
the
Oh,
other
go
one
ahead.
I think that would be on my list is James Bond's Aston Martin.
Yeah, that would be a good one. That would be a good one because you got all the tricks and stuff inside of it,
Yep.
and it's just cool looking, man. It's just so cool looking. It's so
Would
smooth.
you would you be pissed if I ejector seated you? Like it didn't tell you that the ejector seat actually worked, and like we're just like pulling up to your house, and I park next to the grass, and then I say, "Hang on, Ben," and I just launch you out of the car. Would you be able to forgive me for that?
I don't think I'd even be mad. That would be so cool.
Frankie would be like, "Holy shit, do it again, do it again."
The DeLorean, of course.
I
Back to the
definitely
Future.
DeLorean,
I mean,
definitely,
that's on the
definitely
list.
DeLorean. I mean,
I
I,
mean,
I, I'd, I'd,
there's a lot of epics.
I'd be cool with what's it called? From Gone in 60 Seconds, Eleanor. That
Ooh,
that
yeah,
Shelby GT 500 Mustang.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
89, the 89 Batmobile, of course.
I mean
Um,
that definitely is the most impractical one I could choose because that thing you barely can't even turn. I mean, like trying to impress you, like, and I couldn't even make the turn onto your street.
oh Jesus, dude.
There's so many.
Anyways,
I have a poster of that's all. It's like the coolest movie cars. What if I rode up in the Dumb and Dumber dog vehicle?
oh, the dog vehicle would be sweet, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. What was the name of it?
I don't
What
remember.
was God, dude. Damn it!
Or
What was the name of his company? I'm blanking on it.
or the Spaceballs Winnebago.
Ooh, that would be sweet. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Winnebago would be
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a whole show on those. But no, getting back to what we were talking about. First off, I'm gonna get to the list of my top 3, but I was
Okay.
doing security at this event, and one of the funniest things happened. I was taking an elevator up, the private elevator. The top floor is where they hosted like the after party, where all the celebrities and all the
Yeah.
Buzz Aldrin and all the top name people were hanging out there. Yeah. And Buzz Aldrin. That's a name that probably hasn't been on a podcast in fucking ever. Unless it was a NASA podcast or something. People were like Buzz Aldrin. What a reference.
Tell you
Anyways,
what though, you've been in the moon and you've been through what that dude's been through. You gotta imagine like little shit probably doesn't bother him.
no, not at all.
Well, it's
It
not
was
like
cool.
when I almost got stuck on the fucking moon. I'll deal with this cold tea. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Yeah, so their private event is upstairs, and so we had to it was like straight out of a movie, man. It was like take the back entrance to the kitchen, walk through the kitchen to the secret elevator, so, and we'll go up to the 5th floor. You get released into the back room of the other kitchen upstairs, and you got to walk through that kitchen to get to the private room. And so we go up the elevator, and halfway up the elevator, freaking Clarissa and Harrison start like arguing, like literally like out loud, like arguing, like not trying to be quiet. And I'm standing behind them, and they're just like going back and forth about like, oh, well, you wanted to stay here all night. I've wanted to leave. I've been wanting to leave for an hour, and and he's like, honey, we have to stay for the party afterwards. And she's like trying to get him to fucking bail. He's like not having it. I was just like, dude, this is getting seriously awkward. I'm just standing behind them, and they're just having this like full on like couple dispute right in front of me, dude. And we get out of the elevator, we start to walk out, and fucking Kurt Russell busts in the door coming into the kitchen from the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Sees Harrison Ford standing there, runs up to Harrison Ford, drops down on his knees in front of him, and grabs him by the ass and pretends like he's fucking blowing him. Like, I swear to God, dude.
Okay.
He's like, I don't know what this was about. Like a fun, like just something they do for fun or whatever. But they were just like, they all started laughing. It was just like the funniest thing. And then he got it.
I
It
mean,
just lasted.
he's got to be on your list too, then, right?
What, Kurt
That
Russell?
yeah, put Kurt Russell and Harrison Ford on your list because don't you want to see that again?
I want to find out what that was about. Yeah. So, anyways, that was just a crazy night, man. So yeah, I got to hang out with them all night and walk them around, and yeah, that was nuts too. That was fun. But yeah, the kid self in me was like freaking out though. You know, I got Han Solo and Indiana Jones, dude. Like I've got two of my heroes in the same place at the same time. It's pretty
Yeah,
impressive. Pretty impressive.
yeah.
And yeah.
So wait,
Top five list. Okay, Harrison
wait,
Ford.
no, it was top three. Top three.
Top three. Harrison Ford. I'd probably go. Does he have to be alive currently?
Yeah. I mean, unless you want to dig them up.
Okay, I missed out on one.
Which one was the dead one that you wanted to bring back for this?
I'm pretty sure he's dead, and if he's not, I'm gonna feel horrible.
Wait, you have somebody that's potentially on your list that you don't know if he's dead or not?
I think he's dead. I'm pretty sure
Oh
he's
my
dead.
god! How important is this guy to you?
He
Who
was
is
pretty
it?
important.
Who is it? Say
Oh,
the name.
yeah, he's dead. Okay, good. Sean Connery.
I could have told you Sean Connery is dead. He was like hiding out in like a Scottish island for the last like 20 years.
He's dead. He's been dead since 2020. I couldn't remember if he was officially gone or not. I thought he was, but yeah, Sean Connery.
Yeah, because you
Harrison
remember
Ford.
like him and Alex Trebek died almost at this same around the same time.
Oh, that's right.
And it's like, fuck you, Trebek.
Those were the best. Those were the best. The fucking best. Dude, Saturday Night Live, Jeopardy with
It's Will Ferrell, right?
Will Ferrell. No, not Will Ferrell. It was Daryl. God
Hannah?
damn it! No, that's a girl.
Oh, sorry.
Sean Connery.
Oh, man, dude, we are not really that good at this.
No, it's because his name is freaking SNL. Daryl Hammond. Thank you, Jesus. I was freaking blanking it. Daryl Hammond is the guy who played him on Saturday Night Live, and he was freaking ridiculous. He was the best. Yeah. So Harrison Ford, Sean Connery, and I would probably do somebody like I don't know, like Brad Pitt or something. Somebody like that, because he's had such an interesting career. Oh, damn it. No, you know what? Screw Brad Pitt, which
I mean, okay,
yeah.
no problem.
Yeah. Tom Hanks. That's who it is. Tom Hanks. So Tom Hanks, Harrison Ford, and Sean Connery. Those three guys, those three actors.
Okay,
Oh man, Denzel. God damn it! I would love to have
Denzel's
Denzel
alive.
on.
Denzel's alive, and Sean Connery's dead. So why don't you swap those two out?
Okay, let's swap it. Let's swap for alive. We'll go Denzel, Harrison, and what's his face? I already blanked on it. Why am I blanking? Do you remember? Harrison Ford, Denzel, and
Yeah, I already blanked on it because I was thinking about. I was like, he's gonna ask me mine next, and I was like, I gotta fucking remember that shit. Because wait, no, you had Harrison Ford. Denzel, people are gonna listen to this and be like, these guys are the dumbest fucking people I've ever spent any time listening to it. I mean, but like, dude, I thought forgetting things like while I'm saying them is my thing.
no, it's my thing.
Yeah. Who
anyways.
did you pick? Denzel, because when you it was I don't know.
Now I'm seriously blanking it. Sean Connery, Harrison Ford, Denzel. Who else did I say?
Oh my god, we're so stupid.
Jesus, dude.
Michael Keaton, did you say?
No. God damn it, Ben. I'm fucking such a fucking idiot.
You know what my problem is that I was sitting there thinking to myself, like, I completely forgot it, because when you said, oh shit, Denzel, I was like, so Ben's out there drinking with Harrison Ford and Denzel, like, what are they going to talk about? You know? Like, I'm just curious, like, what would Denzel, I'm sure maybe they're buddies, maybe they're not, I don't know, like they could be like, you know,
who are your top three?
Loved you in Training Day, bro. I don't know. Okay, so my top three would be Bill Murray.
Bill Murray. God damn it.
Yeah,
that's a great one.
Jennifer Lawrence. Um,
Oh, she's great.
yeah, because I think hanging out with Bill Murray would be hilarious on its own, but Jennifer Lawrence is so fucking funny. She's awesome. And then to round it out, I might say Alyssa Milano, just because I just watched Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man Homecoming, and I was like, oh my god, like she was my crush,
Wait,
like
Alyssa
growing up.
Milano.
Yeah,
Who's she in Spider-Man?
who's she's the mom. Well,
That's
that's
not
Marissa
Alyssa
Tomei.
Milano. That's Marissa
Marissa,
Tomei.
yeah, sorry, Marissa Tomei. That's right there. So either one's fine. No, actually, no. I go Marissa Tomei over Alyssa Milano. Um, Alyssa Milano's. I loved her, man, but she's in some weird shit. Marissa Tomei. I think she'd be fun. I used to say Chris Pratt, um, but he is a weird dude. Like in real life, like he's like super religious, but he's always out there talking about how he's not religious. So it's like, it's like watching somebody's like a cokehead talk about how they hate drugs. It's like,
Oh yeah, Tom Hanks. By
yeah,
the way, that was my
that
other
that
person.
was it. He
I
is
couldn't
very
remember.
forgettable.
Yeah.
What I should have known too, because Jackie has me watching this show where they're called Z-Way, right, on HBO,
Yeah.
and she basically invites people on to her show, and she calls them out on all their bullshit, right?
Oh wow.
So she had on Chet Hanks,
Oh
right?
yeah. The rapper son.
The rapper son, who with all the tattoos. So,
Yeah.
and they apparently they had gone to college together or something like that. So like we were watching this last night, and I'm like, Chet Hanks, like I can't even imagine like how somebody like that comes out of Tom Hanks, like like you would think like professionally everything he does seemed to be a home run.
Yeah.
Where did he drop the ball with that kid? Like, oh my god, that guy is like he just kept yelling like Jamaican shit, like "Bomba Clot," like over and over again for like no reason. And he kept talking passionately about some culture, and then he's like, I don't know any of the language though, so I was like, like
Yeah.
I don't know what the shit he was talking about, because I was also on my like phone for half of it, but I was like, oh my god, this dude is a fucking idiot. So, but yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I would have said I used to want to go with Chris Pratt, but no, I'll swap him out for Marissa Tomei because,
So,
man.
so Marissa Tomei, Jennifer Lawrence,
Oh no,
and
wait, or I would
Bill
ditch.
Murray.
No, wait, forget Marissa Tomei. Let's go with Robert Downey Jr.
Oh, he'd be a good one.
Yeah,
Wow, you got it. Okay, so Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey
Uh,
Jr., Jennifer Lawrence, and Bill Murray.
yeah, Bill Murray. Just that alone would be just the fucking best, dude. He's so funny. Um, yeah, it's interesting. You went more comedic. I went more dramatic, which I guess makes sense.
Well, yeah, I want to laugh my ass off, bro.
Yeah. That's
Like,
true. That's true. That's
I
true.
I want to hang out with people who are definitely not going to be taking anything seriously. They're going to be like with me like the whole time. Like, why am I here? I'm like, well, I do have a strong Instagram following. They're like, I got 50 million people. What do you got? They probably those guys probably have like account gains, like at least in the early parts of their account where it was like 20,000 a day, 50,000 a day.
I assume like celebrities like that just like they just come on to Instagram and within a week they are at 5.6 million. You know what I mean? Like it's just like as soon as they come on, they're just like boom.
I would think so, bro. But it's like I don't even know, like like they can't even be like checking their Instagram. Like I could still handle all of the DMs I get and weird messages, and I could read all the comments. But I imagine like those guys, like they do one post and it's like 20,000 comments. You're not reading all those comments,
No, they pay somebody else to do that, dude. They have somebody else who you think Bill Murray and Tom Hanks and Denzel are running their Instagram accounts? No.
Well, Bill Murray doesn't have a social media.
Okay, well that doesn't surprise me either because he doesn't. Why would he? He's busy playing golf and doing fun things.
My favorite story about Bill Murray, or one of my favorite things about him, is do you know he doesn't have an agent?
No, that doesn't. That
So
I did not.
So he doesn't have an agent. All he has is a 1-800 number. Okay. And if you want him to be in your movie, you have to call the 800 number and pitch the movie idea. Right.
Oh, I've heard this because that's the
Yeah.
only way to get a hold of him. Yeah,
And it's the
yeah,
only way. But he checks it whenever he feels like checking it. Right.
yeah. Yep.
So I remember listening to one of the last movies he was in, and the director there was asked like, "So how did you get Bill Murray to be in your movie?" And basically, the story he told was like, he called that number a bunch of times, and then he just basically stalked him all over the globe and just tried to
Yeah.
find him so he could talk about him in
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
And eventually, Bill Murray just is like, "Who are you?" And then he's like,
Yeah,
"I got this movie. I really want you to be in it." And he was like, "All right, cool, whatever, man. Sounds great to me." I was like, "Oh
dude.
man." I was like, "That is gonna be my approach to this woodworking thing, man. It's just, I would just, you need me, just leave me a text message. Maybe I'll listen to it. Maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm busy and doing nothing."
Still
So
one of my favorite movies, comedies is from the 80s is Stripes. He's fucking
yeah,
so good in that movie.
oh,
Favorite
so good.
cameo of his?
I mean,
Did,
it's got to be Zombieland, right?
Zombieland, exactly. This is the best. This is the best. So good.
Like, holy shit,
you guys
Bill Murray's alive, and it's like, you fucking idiot killed him. Like, what the fuck? Like,
if you guys haven't seen Zombieland yet, you should watch it just for that.
he's in Zombieland 2 also. You know that, right?
Oh, I never saw Zombieland 2, I don't think.
It's good. It's worth it.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it? Are you sure? Anyways,
Yeah.
Congrats, my friend, on 40K. By the way,
Oh,
on Instagram, that is
yep.
huge, man. That is
Thank
so
you.
big. I
Thank
know
you.
you're awkwardly saying thank you because you're like, why are you bringing that up? But anyways, the reason I'm bringing it up actually is because I was
There's a reason?
curious. Other than to shower you with praises, by the way,
Ben, you know my ego doesn't work like that. It's you're like, I mean, that's nice. Thank you. But, my ego doesn't work like that. All right. What do you got for
yeah.
me? What do you got for me this time? Is it a quiz?
What do you think? Well, kind of a quiz, just because I'm curious what you think. Because I was looking at Instagram the other day at do you know who Addison Rae is? I'm sure you know who Addison Rae is. You know who Addison Rae is.
Is that the person's name or their account name?
She's a young lady. She's on Instagram. She is a TikTok star.
Okay. Okay.
She's quite attractive, and she's got a huge following on TikTok and on Instagram. When I saw a number of followers on Instagram, I was like, wow, that's huge for me.
Holy
Just like if she's got over 40 million
million.
Instagram followers, right? So
Yeah.
40 million. Is that a big number to you?
40
Like,
million?
would you, when I saw that, I was like, damn, she's got to have some of the most, like, she's got to have like probably some of one of the biggest amounts of followers. 40 million.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised like that because I don't know who she is off the top of my head, but that doesn't mean anything. So,
what do you think?
40, dude,
what's a big number to you as far as
like a big number that I hope to get to, or a big number?
No,
Period.
no. Like Matt. Like, what do you think's the highest number of listener or followers on Instagram for one person?
I would probably say like a Beyonce or like a somebody like that's probably got like 100 million or 200 million. Like probably like Justin Bieber's got that many. I don't know. What?
Ronaldo, the soccer player.
Oh yeah.
Cristiano Ronaldo. He's got over 350 million people following him on Instagram.
Isn't that how many people are in the United States? Like 350 million?
Something like that. He's got the whole United States following him.
I was thinking about that. I was like, oh, I'm like, well, so 40,000. I was like, that's like, it's bigger than the United Center is here, but it's smaller than Soldier Field. I was like, that's pretty impressive. But like 350 million, holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just like, holy goddamn, dude. That is a lot of people to have. You have that much influence on that many people with one post is pretty impressive.
I know what I ask sponsors for on a reel. How much do you think he's asking for on a reel?
Oh, jeez.
I'll make a reel for your company for $10 million.
Oh yeah, I mean, it must be something silly. It must just be just like the
like a
number
Super Bowl ad. I mean, like seriously, like wow. I would imagine like some of the like F1 drivers are up there. Definitely the soccer stars are way up there. Like
Yeah, the
because like
two of like the three top numbered people um are soccer players.
so okay.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo, and I have the list right here. So the list of most 50 accounts, most followed accounts. Number one, Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, I'm sorry. I said 350. It's 459 million. I dropped them off 100 million. Second, the most followed woman on Instagram is Kylie Jenner at 353. Selena
Jesus.
Selena Gomez has 331. The Rock has 324.
Oh my God.
Um,
You still haven't named
uh,
an American athlete, by the way.
no. Well, The Rock. Well, no. The
Sure, let's turn
Ver-
this into an argument about WWE as a professional sport.
well, he's not a professional athlete, but he played in college. He played
Look,
football at Florida State.
look. I mean, technically, wrestling and boxing, I think, are both rigs. So, like, what's the difference in both of them? They already know who's going to win.
Okay, so here's the list. It goes Instagram obviously has the most follows themselves. Cristiano Ronaldo, Kylie Jenner, Lionel Messi, he's another soccer player.
Yeah, yeah.
Selena Gomez, Dwayne Johnson, Kim Kardashian comes in at 321.
Wait,
Ariana Grande
wait.
has
Is it Krista Jenner and Kim Kardashian sisters?
Kylie Jenner is the
Yeah.
younger sister of the
So,
Kardashians. Yeah,
so those two Kardashians have over 300 million each.
yeah.
Dear God.
Chloe's right behind them with
Oh,
257.
she's slacking. You think
Beyonce's
they're
only got
what's Beyonce have?
265.
Oh, come on, Bay. You gotta get up there, girl. Jesus.
In the top 11 people on Instagram, there's two Kardashians, two Jenners. So it's just it's crazy, man. And then
Okay.
Bieber, Nat
Oh.
Geo, Nike, Taylor Swift,
How
Nicki
many? How
Minaj,
many? How many did Ronaldo have? 450 million.
459.
All right, hold
Dude,
on.
it's
I'm gonna.
just
I'm gonna do.
stupid.
I'm gonna do some quick math. Hold on. I'm really curious about this. So my question, in my head, I'm like, so at the 459 million, right?
Yeah.
So at the peak of my growth, like I had some days that were close to 1,000 followers a day, which was
Oh
insane,
yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Um, so if I was at my peak, right, it would only take 459,000 days for me to catch up to him.
Just some quick math there.
Divided by wait, hold on. So
1,000.
dude, that's only 1,250 years, bro.
Yeah. You got this. You got
I'll be
this.
I'll be 1,300 years old by the time I catch up to him. Jesus Christ.
Here's the first athlete, U.S. athlete. Well, and can you guess who's the top U.S. athlete?
Is well, I was gonna say like maybe like a LeBron James or like
Yeah,
a
that's it.
Tom Brady.
125. Yeah, LeBron James, 125 million followers. Um, and then I don't see
Which
any other sports guys. Oh, Beck. Oh no, he's not. No, he's not American. Yeah, there's no other sports guys really on there except for LeBron. The rest of them are all like actors and singers and
so internationally it's soccer stars and
soccer.
then
Yeah,
and then it's actors and then it's
yeah,
reality TV show people.
or,
Even the
or reality. Yeah,
Kardashians are famous for being famous, which is insane to me.
yeah. Well,
Um,
they are. Yeah, they were. Now they're famous for owning
but
or makeup
I,
stuff and all of the shit they do.
I will tell you, Rihanna is she just her value, her net worth now is 1.3 billion, and she's the richest self-made woman in the United States of all time. I think. Like like my wife's really into her, right?
Wait,
And like Rihanna,
Rihanna has
dude,
more money than the Kardashians?
yeah, dude, she has her own. fashion lines and like she has so many different businesses. Like her makeup business, I think it's called Fendi or something like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
Her
Yeah.
makeup business is insane. Like her makeup and fashion stuff, like and like she doesn't. I've watched her fashion. She puts on like
Yep.
there's all those
Right
New York
here.
fashion shows. Yeah, what?
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at the article right here. Rihanna becomes the first youngest female self-made billionaire at age 34.
Yeah,
I thought the
like I think she still puts out music too.
I thought the
I'm really
Kardashian chick was a billionaire. The Kylie Jenner. I thought she was a billionaire too.
probably, but
Regardless,
But
that's crazy, man.
Rihanna is she is wiling out, bro. So good for her.
Dude, seriously, that's
All right.
crazy,
We've
man.
talked about movies and entertainment this whole time. I want to know what you ate for 4th of July, bro.
And we also had a Bruce sighting that we could talk about real quick.
Oh, Bruce made a holiday appearance.
He did, dude.
Let's go with that first. I get excited about Bruce.
So not last
Dude,
night.
we should get you a T-shirt that says Bruce was here, and that way, when you wake up the next morning and you're like, "What the fuck happened?" You look down at your shirt, and you be like, "Oh god damn it!"
The funny part is Debbie's totally into it now. She's now referencing Bruce and things. It's so funny. Um, no, but yeah. So not last night, but the night before. So it was the night of 4th of July.
Okay.
We had just eaten all day, like just crazy eating. So I made pulled pork sandwiches, which were amazing in the Instant Pot. With the brioche bun and
Yeah.
the everything that goes with it. And then freaking chips and salsa all day, and I started the day off with a egg croissant sandwich, and I
Mm.
just ate basically all day long. We were eating, and then lemon cake for dessert with ice cream, and so everything we just been eating all day basically. And then that night Debbie hung out with me out in the garage for a while, and then she went and passed out, and I stayed up. I was watching movies or whatever the hell I was watching. It was late. And then all of a sudden I had one of those moments where like I was in the garage watching my movie, and the next thing I know I'm in the kitchen, right? And I woke up
Okay.
only because I felt myself like stumbling back. You know what I mean? Like, you ever have those moments where you you wake up because you're like falling over because you're standing up doing something that you shouldn't be doing.
I
So
mean,
like
I've had those moments where like I'm standing and I start to pass out because I'm just so tired,
yeah,
but
it's
not the
basically
other
like
way around where I'm coming to. Like, I guess it's the same feeling,
it's
right?
the same
Like,
feeling. It's yeah,
okay,
like you're waking up as you're, and I realized I was in the in the kitchen, and I was like, oh, okay. And then the
it's
next,
never new. It's never second location though for me.
oh, okay, it's always just
Yeah,
right where you're at. Okay, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So I realized I was in the kitchen, and I was like, oh, okay. And then the next thing I realized I'm not in the kitchen, and I'm in bed, right? And that was like, then the next thing I'm remembering is waking up in the morning, right? I woke up in the morning. I get up, take a shower, get ready, walk out of the bedroom, go out to the kitchen, and in the kitchen, right on the counter, right outside the refrigerator, is a jar of olives. The kind, and they're the kind that have the stuffed olives. The kind that have the little whatever you want to call it inside it.
What are you making martinis and shit?
Dude, I don't eat olives. I don't eat olives. Like, that's just like one of the things. I don't eat olives. I don't like how they taste. I've never had like more than maybe one or two in my lifetime. I don't like olives, and especially not stuffed olives. I don't know, bro, but there was a
Wait, were they
box.
stuffed with like blue cheese or what?
Yeah,
Pimentos?
they're like pimentos or whatever. I don't know. I don't eat them, so they're whatever Debbie
Yeah,
likes. So, and the kids like olives and whatnot. But so I woke up, I walk out into the kitchen, and there's a fucking can of olives open on the counter, and they're half empty.
what?
Half empty. And I'm like, what
Yeah,
the fuck, dude? Like, and here's the other thing. I woke up that morning, I left this part out of it, the story. I woke up that morning not feeling well, which I told you.
yeah.
And I actually, when I woke up, I got out of bed, and before I took a shower and stuff, I actually fucking threw up because I wasn't feeling very well, and I
Oh
fucking was,
no!
yeah. So, but I didn't think anything of it. I was like, oh, maybe I just ate too much, maybe whatever. Da, da, da. So when I get out to the kitchen and I see this thing of olives and it's half empty, it made me immediately think like, oh, Debbie was up eating olives.
Right?
I,
Yeah.
I walk into the bedroom. Deb, you left the olives open. I didn't have olives last night. What are you talking about? Okay. I walk into the Penny's room. She's asleep. I wake her up. Hey, babe, did you eat olives last night in the middle of the night or something? She's like, no, Dad, I've never had. I don't know. It wasn't me. So there you go. Bruce, for some reason, likes olives, and he ate half a jar of olives in the middle of the night. And dude, I paid for it in the morning because my body was like, nope, you don't like olives.
So wait, when
So
you
like,
threw up, were there olives in your puke?
I didn't know it wasn't like,
Like in hindsight, like you look at it, can you
I'm,
tell what was, or were you just
I,
too fucked up to even pay attention?
yeah, dude. When I throw up, I violently throw up. You know what I mean? Like
Ugh.
it's like Debbie can hear it from the other room, and she's like, "Oh my god, are you?" She comes in like, "Are you okay?" Because so no, I didn't notice any olives, but I wasn't really looking for olives because I didn't realize that I
Because
had
why would
eaten
there be olives in your puke?
exactly. So yeah, man. So Bruce apparently ate half a jar of olives in the middle of the night,
How
which
big
is
of it?
like,
Like, are we talking like one of those jars that's like 6 inches tall, or like one of those little
yeah,
ones that's got
no,
like,
no, like a 6-inch jar,
like
like that, yeah. So, dude, needless to say, like that's the first time I would ever, can't. We've had chocolate sightings, we've had other
roast beef site?
sightings,
The roast
rose,
beef in
the
the
beef
bread,
jerky,
no, the rye bread of the jerky.
yeah, the dry bread injury, and now olives, which is just like so out of character for him, which is weird.
I wonder if
Um,
there's like a message here, like olives, ro- beef jerky, rye bread. And wait, what was the other food one you did? Like, didn't Bruce like
chocolate.
lead? Yeah, I was gonna
It
say
was
Bruce is.
it
It was
um
unexpected chocolate. It was like chocolate out of something else,
from
wasn't it?
the mix trail
Yeah. Oh
mix
yeah.
chocolate.
I mean, I'm liking
uh
this Bruce guy. Honestly, I would love you to get fucked up and him to call me one day, but like clearly he's just trying to eat. I have a job. Like maybe like what? I don't even know, dude. Was like the Jala. Like, did he go for something else, but the olive jar was there? Like,
Maybe, I don't know. It was strange, bro. Like,
and you don't have a camera in your house,
not in the kitchen. I need to install one in the kitchen. I
dude.
need to put one in there.
You need to get one of those Wise cameras, right? The Wise
Yeah.
cameras, WYZE. They are like $30. This is a Wi-Fi
All right.
camera. Just
Yeah,
put it there in the kitchen, just so you could see. If we had this on video,
yeah.
oh my god,
Dude,
dude!
we have to. Maybe we'll use some of the Patreon money for that. Maybe we'll use some of that to buy me a Wise camera to put
Look,
in there.
I mean, I don't know if I need to approve you or deny you on any Patreon funded purchases, but this is approved. This is the kind of money we need to be spending on. Like, hey, so what you guys do with the Patreon money you guys made? Well, we didn't pocket a single penny of it. We paid for upgraded audio, and then we paid for a camera for Ben's house trying to catch him passed out eating olives.
Oh man. So yeah, that's what I ate on 4th of July. What did you eat on 4th of July?
Oh man, I'm just I love a good Bruce sighting. Um, I do. I really do. Um, you know, uh, like maybe that's what the should say. Bruce was here, and then underneath it's just assortment of random food leftovers. You know, like a hot dog with just a bite out of it, but no bun. You know, it's like, oh, that was fine. You know, like like
uh,
like popcorn kernels that were unpopped. You know,
yeah.
like I didn't even pop these things. All right, so 4th of July for us, we went to a friend's house, and my buddy threw out the most amazing tri-tip I've ever eaten. And then
Yes.
his wife made spicy potato salad, which was really good.
Oh,
Um,
spicy potato salad.
Yeah, it was
What made it spicy? Was it a pepper or something?
yeah, it was like a cayenne pepper.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
it wasn't like peppers in it. It was like a pepper like the mayonnaise part was spicy.
Got you, got you, got you, got you.
Um, and then like a pasta salad, which was nice, and then she made cherry pie, which was really good. Um, and then on the fourth,
She's
I
my
yes,
I was singing "She's my cherry pie." The song popped into my head. Sorry.
this is why you're a musician and I'm just a spectator. The other one was so I smoked beef ribs and beef back ribs, and so we made that, and then Jackie made a potato salad and some devil eggs and stuff. But Bubs was cracking me up, so like Ellie decided to sleep out that night. And I bought some fireworks from Michigan, so like we shot off a bunch of like rinky dink fireworks. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Which by the way, I want to talk about that fireworks place. But I was just gonna say though, but Bubs was cracking me up because like he loves like food like that. So like the beef back ribs are big bones, you know.
Yeah, yep.
And he ate 3 of them. And then Jackie's like, "All right, buddy, like you got to go throw your plate and rib away." And he just picked the bone off his plate and like strolls out of the room, swinging the rib bone like "Doo, doo, 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 doo." We're like, "Yo, man, like come back here and get your plate." He was like, "I'm just dealing with this bone first." And he just like hurls it in the trash. I'm like, yeah, I look back at Jackie. She's like, "Your son." So, anyway, so I went to Indiana to buy fireworks, right?
Yeah.
And I haven't been in a fireworks store this large before. And dear Lord, bro, like
Wait. They have stores.
so in Indiana,
It's
where
not just a
fireworks,
stand. It's not just a stand.
bro, this is a 365-day a year facility,
Oh my
and
goodness.
it is like a gigantic barn, and I would say it's like as wide as like a Home Depot, right?
Oh Jesus.
It's not as deep, right? It's maybe like 3/4 of the way deep, but it is a
Yeah.
superstore of fireworks.
Oh my
And
god.
like so you go in and they got like all the kid stuff first, like the sparklers and like the little things or whatever, and then you
Yeah.
kind of work your way around, and then like you pass like a line, and then everything else after that is like mortars, like the real for real. Like if you were, you know, in your town and you wanted to host a citywide fireworks store, you could go to this place and get everything you need, right?
Jesus.
And
Oh
like
my god.
dude, like and like the names on some of these fireworks were just incredible. Everything, a lot of them were very American, you know, and then some of them were
Don't tread on me.
yeah, like you know, Star Spangled Fury and like you know, the flaming sword of justice and like shit like that. I don't know, dude. It's there's a lot of wildness. One of them in there was the COVID killer, right? It's like this
Shut
these
up.
fireworks, yeah, these fireworks cure COVID. I was like, perfect. There's like gangster ones in there. Not a lot of,
Oh jeez.
you know, a couple of Hell's Fury kind of a things.
Yeah.
But it's like it's all what's on the side of the package, and like you look at these things, and like they're selling these mortars that are the size of like baseballs, and
Oh
the
my
tube
god.
for them is like fucking 3-4 feet long, you know, and it's
Oh jeez.
like 3 feet long, and it's like these things you light them and you drop them in there, and it's like boom, and it's just like gigantic. So yeah, I didn't get any of that stuff, but like I was like holy shit. So I went up to the when I was at the counter, I asked the girl, I'm like, so what's your biggest ring up this year, right? Like I want to see like
Yeah.
what like a big order was, and she said $8,000,
Oh
right?
shit.
She said the dude had 7 shopping carts filled with fireworks. And
Oh
I'm
my
like sitting
god.
there thinking to myself, like, what vehicle are you taking to pick up all these
Yeah.
fireworks in? Like you couldn't fit 7 carts worth of explosives in the back of your pickup truck. Like that's just not happening. Like you need something,
Yeah.
you need like a box truck or like
Yeah, I was gonna say
something.
U-Haul. He's got something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I was also thinking to myself, like, well, also if you're buying that many, like, why are you going to the store and buying them? Like, you should have like a la carte like VIP service for fireworks or some shit.
He can't be lighting those all off. He's got to be buying them for sale.
Which
I'm betting he's buying them for resale. He's got to be. There's no way somebody's lighting that many off.
I mean, maybe I don't know. I mean, it's if he is, he's got to be selling them someplace where it's
Illegal.
illegal and too far to drive. So he's got to be like,
Yeah.
like for us, like getting Indiana is like 45 minutes. It's like, hey, you want to buy some shit that's not, you're like, you want to go buy some guns or you want to go buy some fireworks or anything that's like probably shouldn't be legal, but it is, like Indiana will sell to you. They just won't sell you.
Jesus.
They just won't sell you weed, So
Well, yeah,
it's
you
like,
can't mix weed with all those fireworks and guns and shit, man.
no, but there's a liquor store right across the street too. So like, it's at a gas station, but still, you want to go get like 12 cases of Budweiser and $8,000 worth of fireworks. Let's just see what happens. It's like, dear Lord.
Oh, good Lord, Indiana.
Yeah, but we had some yeah. Look, I'm sure there's some people from Indiana listening to this, and it's okay. You can admit we're right. It's fine. Like all the fun shit's illegal there. All the dangerous shit is illegal. Or wait, no, that's wrong.
Yeah.
All the dangerous shit is legal. All the fun shit is not legal. There you go.
Yeah,
Like you,
that's how it
like,
is.
like, dude, you could buy enough explosives in Indiana to do what Frankie did to Penny's Minecraft house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but you can't buy liquor there on Sundays. Like,
It's so weird. Such a weird dynamic, man.
hey, you want to buy like $10,000 worth of fireworks? Like, shoot them off? Like, sure, no problem. You want to buy a 6-pack on Sunday? Not an option.
Can't do that. Can't do that. Oh
No.
man! So you got deviled eggs on your 4th of July as well. So did I,
Yeah.
bro. Are they your favorite?
I mean, if deviled eggs are the one where I would never recommend them. However, when they're there, I'm eating 4 to 6 of them for sure.
Oh, Debbie makes the fucking best deviled eggs, bro. I swear to God. They're
Does she
just
do anything
so
fancy with them? Or?
No, that's the thing, is they're not fancy at all. It's just however her mix, whatever her consistent, like what the ingredients she put, they're just the fucking best, dude. I literally, I got 12 eggs just for me because she likes to put dill on like to top hers off. I'm strictly a paprika cayenne pepper guy on mine.
Yeah.
And so she makes my 12 separate from everybody else's.
Yeah.
And I ate all of them. I ate all of them within like 2 hours.
I'm afraid if I ate 12 eggs in 2 hours, dude, that I might not poop again for a while, or I will, or I'll poop that day, and it's just is gonna be like smell like 12 eggs, smell like Elvis.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that was one of the reasons I also got sick.
Jeez, Ben, you had 12 eggs and you had a half a jar of olives. I don't see what the problem is.
They're half eggs. It was only 6 eggs. It's only 6 eggs, really. They're half, 12 halves, I should specify.
God,
So
I feel like I'm gonna get sick.
Dude, so fucking good though, man. They're just the best.
Jeez. All right.
When you guys come out in October, I'll have her make her deviled eggs, and you'll just be like, "Oh, they're so good."
So is it? Did you just headlock the eggs?
Yeah.
So is that your favorite thing that Debbie cooks?
That's definitely one of the top. Yeah, that's in my top 5, top 3, top 5. Yeah, she makes that. She makes and she made another thing that she makes really good. That's really good. That she makes. She made her crazy cake, her lemon crazy cake this weekend or for the 4th of July, which has dude. This thing has no frosting on it. It's a cake with no frosting, which is so against my fucking rules. You know what I mean? Because frosting on a cake is like one of my favorite things. But this cake has no frosting, and when you cut into it and you take a bite, it's the fucking like moistest.
Why is it have no?
It's just the recipe calls for no frosting. I don't know. Could
it use frosting?
I guess you could put frosting on it, but it doesn't need it. That's the whole point I was trying to make. It doesn't
Yeah.
need it. Like you
Mm.
cut into it and you take a bite, and it's like so like just moist and lemony, and it's just fuck, dude. It's so good.
I do
Um,
love lemon desserts, man. That's one of my favorites. So
yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, so she makes a handful of things that I really love, but the deviled eggs are definitely on top of the list.
yeah,
Um, or
nice,
near the top. All right. Well, we covered 4th of July, what we ate. We covered you hitting 40K on Instagram, which was a big deal.
woo,
Uh, dude, we've covered a lot, man. And and
dude. My
again,
my
the episode right before we started with, I ain't got shit to talk about today. This would be
nothing. Like seriously, nothing.
uh,
Which means it was a great podcast. Well, good job, man, on another wonderful podcast. So
uh,
I'm ready to wrap this shit up.
let's do that. You got any
Yeah.
shout outs? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let me give my shout out first. Let me give my shout out
Yeah.
first.
Yeah. Yeah. Good idea.
My shout outs go to our friend Steven at SC Creates. He's out in Utah. He is a hell of a maker. He's
Oh
the one
yeah.
who made
Yeah.
the pizza peel template for me and sent it out to me.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
just a really nice guy, and he does. The thing I love about his account is he's always doing something different. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah.
not just making cutting boards. He's not just making this or that, or he's always making something different. And so he's a great follow. So go follow him, Steven at SC_creates. And yeah, go check him out. And then my other shout out this week is to our friend Bryce over at Waffle Beaver, because he's leaving the mainland and headed back over to Hawaii, Honolulu. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's I'm sad to see him leaving the mainland, but at least we
But
still
it's fun to watch him go. Hey.
yeah, and he came by and hung out with me on Saturday morning for like an hour or so, and we hung out and talked and bullshitted and solved all the world's problems. And
I think my buddy Keith Decent has been listening to our podcast too, because he had sent me a picture of some mallet heads, right? And he
yeah.
was like, and I was like, what is that? What are they made out of? Or he's like, these would be cool as mallet heads. And I was like, what are they made out of? And he's like, Jessamite. He goes, or it could be that plastic stuff that guy Bruce makes from Waffle Beaver. And I was like, streams across, bro. Like
Yeah, streams, crossing streams.
Bruce is Ben's alternate identity, who does not like any of the things that Ben normally likes, and then Bryce is the beaver.
Yeah.
So
It's so funny. Yeah. So Bryce, check him out at Waffle Beaver. He's doing all cool stuff in plastic, recycled plastic, and just a good follow. He's a good dude. So go check him out. And yeah, those are my shout outs of the week.
yeah, my shout out it's a sad one. And my shout out to the people of Highland Park. I grew up in Highland Park. They had a
That's Highland Park, Chicago, for people who don't
Illinois,
know.
Highland Park,
Illinois,
Illinois. Yeah,
sorry.
not
Sorry.
the Texas one. But yeah, it was a pretty tragic event there, and I grew up there. I in every one of the photos that I saw online, it was a place that I've been 1,000 times, and like
And
it's really
your parents still live there.
my parents are there. My best friend lives there. I know a lot of people that still live there. I know people that were at the parade, or my buddy drove the parade route an hour beforehand. The people the couple that got killed, that were the toddler
Yeah, the
is now
2-year-old. Yep.
an orphan. Um, they're like second removed from me, so like my friends are friends with them, or my
Oh,
something like that.
jeez.
So so yeah, man, it's really hard, and it's really heartbreaking, and I just my thoughts and my thoughts are with everybody there, and I really hope that um you know I don't know what to hope for. I just am thinking about everybody. So yeah,
I'll tell
so the
you what
people of Highland Park.
I'll tell you what I hope for. I hope that idiots will stop doing stuff like that, because
Yeah,
it's a tragedy, and it's could
yeah,
be could be avoided. So let's just put it that way.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it on our podcast because our podcast is probably about really nothing.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm from there. Those are my people, and I just am thinking about them. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, yep. That said, moving on, the Patreon news. I have some good news, Ben.
Oh, hit me.
We have a new Patreon this week, and
Nice.
it's somebody who I don't know. So, or I don't think I know him. So we're gonna have to do some sleuthing because I saw this right before we came on the podcast. But thank you to our Patreons. You guys are the best. Don't worry, we are wasting all of the money you give us on the dumbest things ever. I was by the way, I was thinking about this Patreon money, right? And there's been
Yeah.
something in my Amazon wish list for like 2 years now, and I think it's worth using the Patreon money to test this for the podcast. But
All right.
it's the all crust brownie pan.
Oh, dude, I was just talking to Debbie about that, dude. Yes. You
Yeah,
definitely need to do that.
yeah.
Approved. Approved.
All right, so you're gonna get the Wise Cam, and I'm gonna get the all crust brownie pan. I think they're the same price. So
Yeah. Nice. Nice.
yeah. So, anyways, thank you to Kyle Foot from Footwork Woodworks,
Yes.
Matthew Gerard from the Wooden Mustache, Lee Oman.
Oh man.
Just that dude is stuck on slaying it. And then his brother from another mother, Big Mike Holmes, who's also
Yes.
been just crushing it. Dave Wirt from Rustic Joy, who did not return my phone call from this week. So Dave, if
Dave.
you realize that you're on notice, bro, you got called, bro, back.
Tag.
Yeah, tag, you're it. My mom, Elise Gelman.
Who
Tim,
the nicest comments on my post this week, by the way. Thanks a lot. I
really?
appreciate you.
Oh,
Yeah.
she.
Although I think partly she was trolling me, but I still took it as a nice compliment.
You know what's great about my mom on social media is that she was explaining to me at some point like all this stuff she likes saying to people online, right?
Yeah.
And she's just
Yeah.
laughing about it, and I'm like, "You're describing a troll, mom." And she's like, "What's that?" and, and 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 I explained it to her, and she's like, "Yeah, that's me." So she's like, "Cool, no problem." Look, I love her. She doesn't got a lot of fucks to give when it comes to certain things.
No.
And surprise, she's into screwing with people just like I am. Weird, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Tim for Turg Works, he had a funny video this week about him cleaning his shop. Spoiler alert: he didn't clean his shop.
Yeah.
Dave the Thriller Miller, who's got a beard like a boat cover. You could just take his beard and lay it over your boat to keep it from getting wet. So, good job, Dave.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Billy Estes from the Simple Wood Wood Co. Good dude. I gotta get to know Billy more.
Yeah.
Corey Stanley from Odyssey _ Stan. Did I get it right this time?
Yes, from the Makeshift podcast.
Yep. Makeshift podcast. Oh, my mom is calling me right now.
Make shit.
Makeshift podcast. Check them out. They are working hard on that podcast. And then Eric from Bubble Shoots, a great friend of the program, and
Yes.
he's got those great finishes that are all 100% a-hole free.
100%.
100% asshole free, which I think is his new marketing term.
It is.
Great.
It is. I love it.
Yep. And then our newest Patreon, he came at a nice level. His name is Alan, and I have his email, so I got to email him. But I don't know Alan yet. But hey, let us know. And one of the perks of being a part of our Patreon group is we have a private Instagram group for our Patreons. And I will say that the review on the Patreon group is very high because Eric had said, "Holy shit, this is the best group on Instagram." After he was in there for like a week and a half, and
Yeah, yeah.
it's like we share a lot of like, oh, this is dumb, or like, oh, this is delicious. There's nothing. There is no serious conversation that happens in there, just like the podcast, which is how we
Those are
prefer it.
pretty much the two categories: dumb and delicious. That's
Dumb and delicious. Oh my god, that's our new shirt. The jointery, dumb and delicious.
Dude, that's it right there, bro. That's it. Nailed it.
Dumb and delicious.
Look for
So
those
yes,
this week on our page. Look for those.
and
Anyways,
on our Etsy boy shop. So
yeah.
I still want to know who the Etsy boys are. Yeah. So thank you
Yeah,
all our
yeah, Corey.
Patreons. Thank you to our Patreons. Feel free to become one. And we do. We got a meet up coming up soon too. So we try to make it as fun as we can for you guys. And yeah. So party on, guys. And
Yeah,
then
dude. Thanks a lot. If you guys want to, so go ahead.
oh, and I was gonna say we did receive more text messages. Our text line is coming in. Oh, maybe this is the guy. Wait, hold on. I'm doing some math right now. Hold on.
While his brain is working, while his brain is doing that, I'm going to say, guys, if you want to be a patron and support us, there's a link at the bottom of every show in the notes. Go ahead and click the link, and you can go over there and join and decide which level you want to support us at. And we'd really appreciate it because we need that money to buy wise cams and the brownie
Okay,
pans.
dude, you won't believe this. I'm an idiot. Okay, so
Well, all right, go ahead.
all right. So on the text line, we got a text message from a dude named Alan, which I didn't realize this until I looked back, and he's like, "You guys have the most entertaining woodwork. Wait, you have the most entertaining woodworking podcast I've found." And and I said, thanks. We barely talk about woodworking. And then I asked him for his Instagram handle, and he's like, "Oh, I know it." He goes, "I love it." He goes, "But I'm a stoner, so I could probably follow along better than most." I hope I didn't just out you, but his Instagram handle is a dad to 8.
A
So
dad to 8.
a dad to 8 _ creates. Yeah. And he only has 8 followers. Okay, I'm gonna follow him. No, you got 9 followers, bro. So yes, a dad to 8. Alan. There you go. And then we also have been getting more text messages from the Grumpy Woodchucker.
10 followers there, Alan. There you go. 10 followers.
Yep, there you go. Yeah. So Alan will be inviting you to the Patreon group shortly. All right, that's all I got.
Nice.
It took a lot longer than I expected.
What did Mark say? Did he have any other texts or what?
He just wished us a happy 4th of July.
Oh,
And
okay.
he said he was rolling listening to us talking about his text messages. I'm like,
I love how he's using this as just a text thread to us.
well, like, and he always is texting it to it. He's like, "What's up, fellas?" or whatever. And I'm like, Ben never reads these, right? Like, I'm the only one who reads these things. I don't even think he knows where to find them. Like,
I don't. I have no idea.
And what's stupid is that I don't have notifications on for that particular the Google Voice app. So so like sometimes I'm late to responding to people. But if you wanted to text us, it's 908 Pot Bong. So
definitely text us. You can also leave voicemails. So if you want to leave us a voicemail, which would be hilarious, so we can play it back. That'd be great. Try that. Also, we have no reviews, but if you want to leave us a new review on Spotify or on Apple, if you do leave us a review, we will read it live here on the show. And we're just trying to grow our account and grow the name. So any review helps that with the whole Uncle Al, the algorithm. You know what I mean? So
Uncle Algorithm.
Uncle Algorithm. All right, man. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here.
This was fun. This is a good time.
This was good. This was good.
All right, take it away, Tim. Balls.
Nailed it.
Balls. Bubs has been playing with my magnet balls lately, and he was talking about, Dad, your balls are all over the place. I'm like, oh, Bubs.
I keep forgetting to fucking look at those. I want to buy some of those.
Dude, they're so entertaining, and like,
Uh,
and today was the day that they're gone forever because I saw Bubs walking around the house with him, and then he didn't have them anymore, and some other kid did in my house, and I'm like, they're gone.
oh, those are gone.
Bye bye
Yeah.
balls, balls. They're expensive too, bro. I'm just warning you.
Is it
Um,
the $30 basically? $27?
yeah, but there's a smaller one. There's an even
Is this?
smaller one.
These are the ones I don't know if you can
Yeah, yeah,
see.
that's it. That's it. So those are pretty big, which are
Those are
they're
the.
nice, but even the smaller ones, like
They're 512 pieces or something like that.
yeah, there's a lot. But these other ones here, I want to show you. I got one right here. I think we're still recording too. Oh shit.
We are. That's
Yeah,
fine.
here.
I'll hit
Like,
stop.
can you see that?